Yours truly, John Ashford. Orgasmic conscious cooking. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's the type of show this is. With me being John Ashford. And my brother behind you can't ever see Derek Blocker. Sometimes he's on Facebook. I saw his picture lately on Facebook. So I'm going to have to pull that over so y'all can see my brother who helps me out every week. How y'all doing? How your mama doing? Anyway, I love doing this. I want to make a special shout out. I should give him a few more minutes. I'm going to keep on doing it. Danielle Carter, Miss Carter, and Maureen Friesen. How you like me now? That's all I'm going to say. How you like me now? They were up in Canada, and Danielle Carter, how you doing? I talked her up. So they were in Canada, and Danielle was doing Right Body for Me, Right Body for You class. What's up, Maureen? And so they did a food challenge. So I haven't put all the stuff on. I got some B-reel on there. Junior, what's up, my brother? Mr. Weeks. So they started doing some pasta, homemade pasta. And I did a Jamaican. I cut the back out of the chicken. I flattened it out and I jerked it. But I started massaging it. It got kind of erotic, like erotic chicken. Sounds like a Prince song. Oh. Anyway, so they made a challenge for me. And I'm challenging anybody out there. If you want to come to my kitchen, you want to be invited to the kitchen so we can do this on the show, let's do this. I'm coming to Canada soon. The border is open. We love you. Love you, sister. Love you, love you, love you. So I want to talk about a bunch of things today. We have on the menu tonight, best looking breasts ever. Wow. You know, I like breasts, but I like butt. I like chicken butts, breasts, legs. I like the whole damn thing. I'm greedy. Anyway, y'all had me segue off to the right. Let me come on back to the middle of the screen. Tonight we have salt, pepper, squid. Now, damn, I keep on squid. Come to that ain't right. I can't be reading shit like that all night. Y'all gonna be harassing their brother. Anyway, we have salt, pepper, shrimp. First time doing it. Choice, have you ever done this before? I'm like, people gonna see me in the raw. That sounds sexual, huh? Salt, pepper, shrimp. But also, I want to talk about a bunch of things that I'm participating in, and I'm gonna start here. I'm actually gonna put my sisters on blast because I had a deep ass conversation yesterday with Maureen and Danielle. I'm starting a podcast. I'm asking Danielle to be my first guest. And also, we're going to create some classes that's going to rock the world. Now, stay tuned. It's going to be some of the stuff is going to be with access stuff, but we're actually going to expand on that about being in your bodies. We're going to travel with this. The first class, I'm putting it out there because I'm claiming it immediately. Poof. It's going to be in Salt Lake City. Shay Danielle. And the next class will be in funky ass New Orleans, where all the magic, well, some of the magic happens. Stay tuned for that. I'm putting that out in the universe. Let's see, throw it down, rock the world. That you know it. We about to rock the world. Yes. Oh my God, I can't wait to play. Me neither. Sister, wait, it's about to go down, as the rap song says. Okay, let me get to this, and I'm gonna go back to this global bars weekend that's happening right here in this kitchen. If you come to the bars class, you'll be able to, I'll fix lunch for you. I know if you don't live local and you want to come, it's going to be a pop, which means it's going to be on the screen. Dane's going to be teaching the class. We're going to be in here. I'm going to be cooking. We're going to do bars. I'm going to talk about bars when I get this, after I get this done. This Thursday, I have an abundance class online. You can go to my website and sign up for that at www.beingjohnashford.com. And then I'm going to Chi-Town with my sister, Sarah Granadetti. Are we distracting? No, do not distract me. I love this interaction. It makes it funky in here. Okay, but I do need to cook so we can eat tonight. And I know Derek wants to get off here sometime, a decent time. And I try to do everything in 30 minutes. Try to do everything in 30 minutes. Can you guys still hear me, or is that too loud? If it's too loud, you have to turn up your hearing aid. Too bad, sorry. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do some stuff. Everything's the opposite of what it appears to be. Have you ever gone to an Asian restaurant? I love Sherry. Have you ever gone to an Asian restaurant and you had peppered, salted squid or shrimp? You know how they have those onions And so what I have is green onions. I should show you guys. I'm like acting like I don't have it. So I have these green onions. Showing the wrong camera. The camera up there. You see that? You see that? And we have these jalapenos. You see that? Jalapenos. What we're gonna do, and then we have this special topping. Okay, I'm letting the skillet get a little warm over here. And in this topping, it goes on the shrimp, but I'm gonna put a little bit on the onions and the jalapenos. It's sugar, salt, and black pepper. It's just that simple. My skillet's getting a little warm, so I can actually drop. I'm gonna drop some. This is my. I'm gonna drop a little sesame seed toasted oil in here because I don't want that much oil in there. I just want enough to make it get all slippery. You know, ooh wee. Make it slippery in here. Okay. Y'all still with me? Okay. So we're not gonna drop the jalapenos in there first, because peppers have a tendency of achoo, but we will drop the onions in. Didn't grab myself a bowl for that. That's jalapenos in there. Oh my, yes. So I'm not gonna keep this on for very long because I just want them to get kind of warm. That's about it. So I'm gonna let you guys see what it looks like. That's it. That's the start. I just want just slightly warm. Take a little couple of pinches of this and drop this in here. Set this over to the side. So this is gonna have a purpose later. You guys see that? Can you see that? Can you see it? Can you see it? Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our oil. And this is actually grapeseed oil. I'm gonna show you guys. If you don't have Trader Joe's, you can find it. You got to find some place that you can actually. Let me do this. Some place where you can actually find good frying oils. Find me a canola, and then we can talk about using it as frying oil. Olive oil is very good, more expensive, smokes a lot, like smoking a cigarette, right? But grapeseed oil and peanut oil is like, it has that stuff to your brain. You might want to be careful with it. But grapeseed oil is a great oil to fry. You got some olive oil that's great fry. You can fry in peanut oil and corn oil and vegetable oil, but it's not the greatest for your health. Okay. So I have this dredge. Okay. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna take my shrimp, I'm gonna run it through the dredge, and I'm gonna put it in the batter. I'm gonna drop it in the hot oil. I'm gonna fry them. Drop some of the jalapenos and green onions on top. Put it in the oven. Let it get all crispy out here, and drop that on there. Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay. So what we have for the recipe for the batter is a cup of cornstarch. I put it calls for a half a tablespoon of garlic. You know, I'm the garlic king. We went with a full tablespoon. And last but not least, can y'all see that? Can you see that? There you go. It's a tablespoon of salt, sea salt, and half a tablespoon of black pepper. Get the rest of this out of here. Mix this all together. Oh, it's looking delicious, y'all, already. Looking really delicious. Cornstarch is kind of weird. Like this. Have you guys ever played with cornstarch? And here I am going like in the kitchen. Cornstarch is unlike anything else in the kitchen to me. If you crunch it in a bag like flour, it crunches. It's the weirdest thing. It has a weird sensation. Let's see. Drop it like it's hot. Yeah, drop it like it's hot. I'm gonna have these shrimp sit on my face in a second. Remember, I told you it was Orgasmic. Yeah, I'm gonna be all fishy and shit. Let's see. All hail to the garlic king. You know it, sister. So we have this Marin wine. Okay. My daughter's, my Asha's on here. Hey, Pops. I gotta be careful what I say, but you know that I'm gutter. So I have half a cup of this Asian wine. Drop that in there. And I'm going to take about 3 tablespoons. It calls for 2 tablespoons of water. I'll do 3. I might come back and add a little bit more of that. Stir it up. Stir it up. It's called Shoaxing cooking wine. I could not find that one. So I got this thing called Marin. Let me see. Marin. Here it is. This is what I did to substitute. If you can't find that original one, you see that? Merwin. It's a dry white, sweet dry white wine. It's not dry, I don't think. It's too dry to me. So let me get this. Oh, I'm making a mess. Okay. Now this is not doing, it's doing exactly what I didn't want it to do. Okay. I got a little bit more water. Because what starts to happen with this, it's doing something I don't want it to do. No, Mr. Bill. It's turning into silly putty. Okay. So if it doesn't work out the way I want it, don't fret. Because I can actually change some stuff. And that's what I'm going to do. Now, it's not looking like what I want it to look like. I'm going to try one shrimp first to see what happens. But what you do is you hit this here. Like that. You let it play in the flour. I said flour. I'm used to flouring it. And it's not doing with that. So what we're going to do, we're going to scrap this. I'm going to show you what you do when you think things. This is my first time fixing this, right? So you guys heard me say, hey, look. So what I'm going to do is start over. Never fret. When you're a cook, be patient and expand into the energy. Ayasha, what's up? Now, what a night, what a day, what a country. Ayasha is a young friend of mine that I've known. I was the youth minister when she was going to my youth group. I named my daughter after her because I loved her name so much. She's quite an inspirational lady, just like my daughter is. How did I get so lucky to know people like this in my world? Okay, so let's do this. You guys still with me? So when you're cooking, you have to learn how to slow down the pace. And if it doesn't look right, don't fret. Just adjust. And that's what we're going to do right now. Let me grab a spoon. So what we're going to do, we're going to drop our garlic in there. I think the person on the line who was doing that was making a joke. Sometimes you have to be careful. So that's the other thing I want to say to you. Sometimes when you're doing this shrimp, I would suggest, or do any recipes online, look at multiple recipes. Because when I looked at some of the other recipes, they weren't adding certain ingredients, which I thought was kind of interesting. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what we can create. Set this over here. Let's do the shrimp again. Got that like that. Drop them just like this automatically. Fluff them over like that. See what happens. And we're going to drop them in this hot oil very soon. See what happens. Any questions? Let's see this. Okay. Does that feel hot to you? I think it's 375. It's been on long enough. Let's drop this like this. Now, they won't brown much because cornstarch doesn't usually brown that much. Might get a little brownie in it, but let's see. I'm just going to test one first. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Sometimes in life, we just have to adjust. That's what life's like sometimes. You just learn how to adjust. Don't take it personal. You just improvise. I can't wait to have you do an orgasmic cooking video in the kitchen. That's happening real soon, y'all. Real soon. So let me drop the rest of these shrimp in here. This oil's doing what I wanted to do. Let's see. First time for everything. First time I'm doing this recipe. How's it get better than that? Okay, drop the rest of my scrimp in here. As these fry up, these are all coated. You have to be willing to have plaything with things in your hands and cooking. So, while these are frying, these are ready. Oh, this is not coated. Make sure they're all nice and coated. Ready to go. Rinse my hands off 1 second. Okay, so bars. I have a bars class this Saturday here at the house. I'm actually hosting it. Some people are going to come by and they're going to have their bars. They're going to learn how to do bars. We're going to exchange bars. You run bars twice. You get bars ran twice. And your world changes forever. Dr. Dane here in Houston is going to be teaching it. We have a big screen here. You'll be able to see it. Tori and I have had multiple bars classes and been in multiple bars classes, and we'll help you guys out of the class if you decide to choose it. The next day, we're having an open house, and we're having people over who want to actually get their bars ran for the first time, and they don't want to take a class, and just doing some exchange. Keeping my eyes on everything, make sure it doesn't burn. I don't want to burn anything. Don't burn anything, John. Don't burn anything. Okay. It's looking very good. Your world will change. Yes, I have to agree. My world changed some years ago. Barbara Gilman had Tori and I over in Beaver Creek, Oregon. And I sort of was looking for something already, but I didn't know it was going to do what it did. It changed my world dramatically. Dramatically. It was like bam, boom, bang. It's 32 points on your head, so you could like here. I'm not going to give it away. You got to come to the class. What I want to say is that it's a tool that if you're having something, if you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh my God, I need some help. Maybe you need your bars ran. It's just that simple, y'all. It's just that simple. I think the shrimp are almost done. They're looking pretty good here. They're looking fairly good. So don't sit back and hesitate and sleep on this one. You might want to get your butt up off the couch and come to this class. It will change everything. They are so yummy. My daughter Makita was on here earlier, so she called me, and she always shows me recipes like my wife, and she sent me this recipe, and guess what? She's going to come on the show. Bars Vibe is everything. It is, y'all. It is. It changes it rock your world. Okay. So what we're going to do. Scrumptious. They look scrumptious, y'all. Looks very scrumptious. Oh my. So what I'm going to do, they keep getting hot. Little of the topping. Look at this. I almost picked that up. That would have been ugly. I'm going to finish the rest of them, but I want you guys to see what that looks like. Can you see that? Bam! First time out of the kitchen. First time out of the kitchen. Keep them nice and hot at 200 oven so they stay nice and hot. So when you're ready to eat, I'll show you guys. I'll eat them after I finish all these, but I want to cook these. So while my oil is hot. Now, this is the other thing why I said sometimes you look at multiple recipes. My wife's like, babe, when we had this before, did we have the shells on it? I was like, you know, it's kind of weird. I don't think we did. I looked it up, and lo and behold, my wife's right. You take the shells off down to the tail, and bam, you cook them up like that. And you're off to the races. As these cook up, let's see. Thank you. You guys, while those are cooking, let me just situate them. I want to make sure they're all flat in the oil so they're all getting love at the same time. So I'm cooking these at 400 degrees. Please just keep saying hot. Keep saying hot. Oh, it's hot. Oh my God. Anyway, there you go. Miss Carter making me go there. So this is what I want to see what they look like and taste like. They look just like the restaurant, babe. I think you're gonna like them. I'm gonna try one. Shut up. Wow. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous, y'all. Ridiculous. Can you smell it? Can you smell it? Oh my God. That's crazy. Lisa, what's up? She always stirring the pot. You're right. Miss Danielle. So I'm gonna tell y'all a little about Miss Danielle and why you're gonna want to come to a class with us. I had the pleasure of going to New Orleans. Tori Burton, you gotta tell us how they really taste. She'll tell you, maybe she'll come down and taste one for you guys right now. I don't know. Her in front of the camera was like, eh. But she'll be on there one time because my daughter used to be like that. And she said, hey, Dad, I'll come on the show next time. I'm like, cool. But let's talk about New Orleans. I went to New Orleans, and I've been to New Orleans a couple of times by the time I went down there with Danielle. And in this class, we started exploring how to be different with your body and exploring everything through your body. See, a lot of times we ignore our bodies. What if I told you you've probably ignored your body a great deal of your life? Not everybody, but most of us, because we do this thing called judgment with our bodies. Not a good thing. Secret. Come here. Come closer. Closer. Here's the secret. It doesn't like it. It hates you judging the body. Stop it. It doesn't work for anybody. Let me turn these over. I don't want to burn my shrimp. Quite interesting, y'all, to see how they cook in here. See? You have to turn them. Because I don't know if I have a lot of oil in here. But I think it's time for me to let's move. Yeah, I'm ready to move to New Orleans. Other than the water, the flooding. I don't know about the flooding. That flooding bothers me. I'm down, yeah. Maybe we have multiple houses, multiple places. So you don't get stuck. When you see the weather coming and it's going crazy, you change and go someplace else. You actually stay in your awareness with it. What does that create? Now, I'm saying a lot of stuff that you might be like, what is he talking about awareness? And these are just some basic tools. Haha. No bodies do not like being judged or ignored. Extremely ignored. Most of us have been horrible dates with our body. What I mean by that is that have you ever been on a date where you was like, yeah, babe, multiple houses would be ideal. It's coming. Have you ever been on a date?
And don't forget the shrimp.
You hear me? Can y'all hear me now? Can anybody hear me out there? Okie dokie. Okie dokie. I know Derek's gonna kick my ass. So here's the piece where I need to hire me a tech person because I lost the sound because my butt. Turn that off. I know, Derek, you're about to curse me out. Not really. You got mad love for me. I did not change the batteries from last week. I get so busy doing the stuff after work sometimes. But, you know, I'm not going to fret it. I like doing this. I'm going to talk about this in a second. Let me finish this. So see. Put a little bit more love on these. Wrap this here. Bam. Salt, pepper, shrimp. Can y'all see that? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? So this is the finished product. This is what it looks like. Let's see. But your shrimp survive. My shrimp always survive because I am what? Up to the challenge. I'm up to the challenge of cooking. Batteries can be your best or worst. Oh yeah. Danielle does sound. Yep, my mic batteries went out because Derek tells me every week, change the batteries, change the batteries. Derek, I will listen 100%. Sorry about that. I know he's sitting back there. What the? This dude. So look, if you're in the Portland area and you want help with tech stuff and you see this, come on by. Yummy. We can feel it. You can feel it. Thank you. I'm glad you guys can feel it. So I want to say that was my first time. And when you cook, what if you could let's be at ease with it? The battery went out. So how is this like life? Batteries go out. The batter I was making didn't look right. And I knew it didn't look right because what started to happen is that it started turning into clay. And I forgot that when you add water to a little bit of a cornstarch, it starts to act really weird. And I was like, what can I do? And this is, I'm gonna tell you guys a secret. I'm kind of a body whisperer, but I'm a whisperer of many sorts. When it comes to food, I knew immediately something else needed to be done. When he told me the battery's out, I was like, shit. And he's gonna really kick my ass because I didn't even turn on the other camera to record it. This is a great evening, but I'm not mad. Life happens. This is part of being you. You gotta give yourself a break a bunch of times. You do the best you can.
Yeah, I figured you just start the other camera.
Yeah. Yeah, I know Derek's in these. I didn't. So it was one of these nights. And I didn't have anything but a little sherry. But maybe I could figure out how I can't take pictures of stuff later. But thank you for hanging out with me this evening. I hope you guys learn a little bit about being patient with yourself. And now you know how to make salt, pepper, shrimp. You can find my recipe on my website. And I think it is in the YouTube. I don't know if Derek puts it out there. But if you have questions, you get stuck, holler at a brother. What the difference between most cooking shows and me, you can reach out and touch me. Reach out and touch me. I like to be touched like chicken breast. Thank you for cooking and being with us. Thank you guys for being with me. Have a great night. Be kind to you and be kind to others. Peace. Until next week.